When we go on journeys or trips, we usually have the mindset of a tourist. But in a pilgrimage, it's much more a call to a contemplative lifestyle on the journey.
At the beginning of the spiritual exercises, Ignatius asked the pilgrims to go inside of the experience with an open heart, ready for God's presence. I truly believe in the God of surprises that is always just waiting in one bend of the way.
So the communion with the sacred during the journey, to me, is the primary aspect of the pilgrimage. And this will not only serve us well as participants, but will also be somehow enhancing our relationship with others that we meet along the way for spiritual direction.
Saint Ignatius, he was a spiritual director, first of all, of himself. So he was discovering how the Spirit was working in his life. And this pilgrimage takes this experience. So just at the beginning of his life, Ignatius feels that in some way God is talking to him, but he cannot really understand what's going on in his life.
I think there's an invitation to the depth of the story of Ignatius by journeying to the very spots where he encountered the sacred, where he went through an experience of conversion. And therefore, I think that the depth of the story becomes more real for the participants, for the pilgrim. And as a person of the Spirit, this new depth might also enhance the way in which we are with each other as directors and directees. And so I think that there's an invitation to the depth of the mystery of the life of Ignatius through this pilgrimage and visiting the very spots where he encountered the holy.
In this pilgrimage, you are following this example of this man that you know already, because you know his autobiography, you know his work, and all the spiritual exercises he wrote. So we are going to touch that presence that is still in those places, the presence of Ignatius.